Now for this year's graduate student address, please welcome Ms. Kaylee Manzi to the stage.
Hello and welcome. I'm Kaylee. Thank you so much for that introduction, and thank you to Uncle Rob and Gary for the acknowledgement and the didgeridoo presentation. Good afternoon, Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, RMIT Council, Deans and Professors, honoured guests, staff, alumni, family and friends, and most importantly, the graduating students of RMIT. Thank you so much for being here today and now having to listen to me for the next 5 minutes. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the people of the Woiwurrung and Boonwurrung language groups of the Eastern Kulin Nations on whose unceded lands this very graduation is being held on. I pay my respects to the elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to any and all you deadly mob out there. I'm a proud Whadjuk and Balladong Noongar woman, graduating with a Bachelor of Science, majoring in Geospatial Science with honours. And I'm so grateful and honoured to be given, thank you. And I'm so grateful to be given this opportunity to do this student address on behalf of my fellow graduates. Look at all of you. I can see you all behind me. I see you, don't worry. Congratulations, and we did it. Woo. You should be so proud of yourselves. When I was asked to give this speech, I immediately said yes, probably because the adrenaline in me was on such a buzz that I couldn't say no. I was running through all these ideas on how I could present it, especially after watching all the viral videos of graduation speeches that randomly popped up on my TikTok and Facebook feed since. My journey at RMIT started back in 2017 as a 17-year-old who never thought it was possible she would ever graduate from a university. Little did she know she'd be standing at Marvel Stadium talking to roughly 50,000 people representing the graduating students at RMIT. I also want to shout out to my family for helping me pick my degree. But that was the same girl who felt trapped into a system and had the impression that the norm of university was to study for another 3 to 5 years on top of the 13 years of schooling and then work for the rest of her life. That was until I found out about the community groups, the societies, clubs and involvements that RMIT had for students to feel included, involved in decision making and being a part of uni rather than feeling like a one in a million. We have over 150 creative, political, spiritual, social, academic and sports clubs. The list goes on. But just to pick a few, we have the Cheer and Dance Club, Life Drawing Club, the RMIT DJ Club and the Vegan Club. Most of the time it's RMIT students who are running and developing these diverse range of clubs and societies, and I just know there are many of you here today who will be parting ways with these incredible groups who have given you a sense of belonging during your studies. In 2020, most of us, if not all of us, went through one of the most challenging times of this decade as a university student. I understand that not only do we have the graduates of 2022 here today, but also the classes of 2020 and 2021. With the past 2 years basically erased due to COVID and remote learning hitting us hard once the first lockdown was announced, I know, the word lockdown still haunts me to this day. After many Zoom calls, lectures on Collaborate Ultra, and some really unreliable Wi-Fi, we pushed through those years and we've made it to this exact moment. That just goes to show how resilient and determined you all are by sitting here today, ready to graduate. You are the future leaders, educators, designers, scientists, medical practitioners and film creators and so much more. Your education is so important and you should be using that education to empower yourself for your professional career. This is where I challenge you not to forget the people you encountered at RMIT. Those with English as their second language, those who have travelled from overseas, interstate or regional Victoria, the LGBTQIA+ community, the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community, those with visible and non-visible disabilities, the neurodivergent community, and anyone that is different from you. Use your platform and education to positively influence and change our society and the environment around us. Avoid being selfish and materialistic. Identify your biases, your prejudices, and your privileges. Just like this year's NAIDOC theme, get up, stand up, show up. Be allies to those who have been and still are marginalised, and create safe space for everyone to have a voice. I encourage each and every one of you to be the change, beginning right here, right now, taking forward the incredible impact you have in, on, and beyond RMIT. And to wrap this speech up, I would like to quote the wise words of Mr. Worldwide. This is for everyone going through tough times. Believe me, been there, done that. But every day above ground is a great day. Remember that. Nungajin, thank you.
Thank you, Kaylee, for sharing your story and your reflections of your time here at RMIT, and for speaking on behalf of and issuing a challenge to the graduating class of 2022. Another round of applause for Kaylee.